Hi, in this episode, I'm going to show you how to create interactive fiction. Intrigues is designed to allow you to create vast, complex narratives visually, with over 80 nodes. With Intrigues, you can create detailed, exciting, dynamic narratives without any coding. With Intrigues, the narrative isn't always experienced from the conspirator's perspective. The player can also be the target. The AI can scheme against the player, make choices. Not just a single character, but multiple characters can shape the narrative. That means the narrative isn't just shaped by the conspirator's choices or variables. It can also be shaped by the choices and variables of the target or even completely independent third, fourth, or fifth characters. Now, I'll talk about the basic principles of use. Go to the Rules tab. A rule allows you to create a rule sequence for each narrative. For example, a character who is not a king cannot be dethroned. Or you can't assassinate a character who is already dead. Press the space button. From the menu that opens, select New Rule. Give the rule a name. Press the space button again. The same family conspirator and target nodes check whether the actors are from the same family. If they are, the flow continues from the true output. Otherwise, it continues from the false output. The error and warning node is usually useful when you want to give feedback. For example, on the UI, you can use it for feedback like, "You cannot start this intrigue for these reasons." Additionally, within the Schemes panel, you can use the validator node to end the story based on specified warning or error conditions. For example, if the target dies for some other reason in the middle of an assassination scheme, the validator node detects this and shapes or ends the narrative accordingly. Intrigues is designed to consider every scenario while creating narratives. You can design the finest details and create perfect narratives. The age node allows you to check the actor's age. In this example, if the target is under 18, you can't start the narrative against the target. Important note: here, the reason I connect the error and warning nodes to the next node is to complete the flow, no matter what, and report all errors and warnings. That is, if multiple requirements are not met, it checks all of them and reports back. If at least one error is encountered in the flow, even if the flow is connected to the success node will not work. The warning node gives a warning without preventing the narrative from starting. That's it. Now, let's move on to the narrative creation screen. Go to the Schemes tab. Press the space button. As you can see, there are categorized nodes, more than 80, to meet all your needs. For all nodes and their uses, refer to the editor manual. Select New Intrigue. The Start node represents the starting point of the flow when the narrative begins. The End node automatically continues the flow from the end point when there are no more nodes in the flow and the narrative is completed. Depending on the state of the narrative, the flow continues from the Success, Failed, None, Any outputs. Hide if not compatible is used for the UI. If active, you can't see the narratives you can't start. We're disabling this option as we want feedback. Name the narrative. Enter a description for the narrative. Choose an icon for the narrative. Select the rule the narrative is based on. Within each narrative, you can create variables specific to that narrative. For example, you create a Boolean variable named room is searched. You can control whether you have searched the room with this variable and shape the narrative at any point according to this situation. To show the basic logic, I'll create a simple flow. For detailed information, check out Episode 14 in the editor manual. With multiple outputs, you can connect multiple nodes to a single output. Node priority is set from top to bottom. The node at the top works first. Input ports, in some nodes, determine on which actor the node will work. By pressing Set Primary, if the actor is an AI, you can determine which option it will primarily select. That's it. I tried to give you a glimpse of the tip of the iceberg. For more detailed information, check out Episode 14 in the editor manual. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching.